In today's episode, we're going to be looking at some of my favorite IPOs in 2021. And some of these you might have already heard of, but some of these you probably haven't heard of. And we're going to dive into a little bit of their valuations, their user count, their user growth, their revenue, their net income. We're going to talk about all those things so you guys can be better prepared when these IPOs do end up launching, which should be very, very soon. So if you like content like this and you want to see more, don't forget to smash the like button because that really helps me out as a small creator. Feel free to leave down in the comment section below something that you learned or something you'd like to see in a future video. And if it's your first time to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And without further ado, let's dive into the super awesome IPOs for 2021. So the first IPO on this list is Robinhood, and this one needs no introduction because if you are a part of this channel, you probably have a Robinhood account. And if you don't, it's okay. Go down in the description below. I have a link which will give you one free stock with Robinhood just for signing up. It's super easy to do and it allows you to become an investor in just a few minutes. As of right now, at the time of making this video, Robinhood has over 13 million users and an absolute behemoth in the investing space. They opened up shop in 2013, less than 10 years ago, and they already are competing with some of the bigger, more established 50, 60, 70-year-old names like TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, Fidelity, and other financial institutions as well. At the time of IPO, they'll probably be valued somewhere around $20 billion. And this one has been anticipated for a very long time now, and in my opinion, will probably IPO in the first half of 2021. We'll have to wait and see how long it takes paperwork to file and also for the SEC to confirm this IPO to go through. And hopefully you guys are also keeping your eye on the Robinhood IPO. Next one on the list, we have Coinbase. And again, if you haven't heard of this one, it's totally fine. But once again, I do have a link down in the description below where you can sign up for this crypto exchange platform and they will give you $10 worth of Bitcoin for free once you deposit your first $100 on the platform. Pretty cool. And the reason why I'm excited for this IPO is that they are one of the most established crypto platforms out of all the companies in the crypto landscape. And unlike Robinhood or even the Cash App, where you can buy only a limited supply of coins, on here, Coinbase, you can actually buy coins. You can even exchange them for a different coin. So let's say I buy Bitcoin and I want to change it for Ethereum because maybe at the moment I decide that Ethereum might have better future growth than Bitcoin, then I can actually exchange my Bitcoin for Ethereum right on the platform. I don't need to go and sell my Bitcoin in order to buy Ethereum. So this is a really, really interesting platform, and this exchange method doesn't work for all cryptocurrencies as of yet, but I'm sure in the next couple of months, they will add this functionality across every single coin on the exchange. And over time, they'll probably also add more coins as time goes on. This company is valued at a whopping $8 billion, but I think they have a lot more room to grow. And I think that they'll probably IPO somewhere in the middle of 2021. We'll see if they do it before Robinhood or after, or they could even possibly withdraw their IPO, but I don't see that as a likely scenario unless the SEC for any reason at all decides to step in and kind of change their plans. But so far, we're seeing them IPOing in 2021, which I'm super excited about. And I'll probably be buying in, again, depending on valuation, depending on a few factors that we'll be looking at a little bit closer to the IPO. But until then, I'm super excited about Coinbase. Let's talk about the next company, which is Roblox, which I actually have a full in-depth video on, but I'll still give you guys a little bit of details. If you want to go check that out, I'll link it down in the comment section below. And I also have a full playlist of the stocks I'm watching or I'm buying and any companies that I'm very, very bullish on. And Roblox actually happens to be one of those that hasn't even IPO'd yet, and I've been excited about them ever since I heard that they might go public. Now you might be thinking, what is a $29 billion valuation gaming company, especially one that has a valuation higher than Coinbase by a multitude? But let me share with you exactly why I think that they're going to do really well. First and foremost, and this is one of the most important things to look at, not only user growth has been a very, very strong incline, they've actually doubled their user growth over the last year. They have over 150 million users in over 100 different countries. This plays a huge role for their IPO prospect. The beautiful thing about Roblox is there are plenty of ways for them to not only monetize, but also have a lot of their creators, just like on YouTube, their creators monetize as well. And because of these incentives, right? Because of the incentive that you might be able to monetize on their platform, you might be able to make your own merch, you might be able to make your own toys and send them out to your viewers. You have the potential to now invite more and more friends to come watch you play, to play with you. So this interactivity allows them to continuously grow faster and faster and faster. And another thing that makes them really unique is you are allowed to create your own games within the platform itself, which is a lot different than something like Call of Duty, for example, where you go in and maybe you create a lobby and maybe you create certain settings, but it's very, very limited. With Roblox, you can virtually create your own video game within the video game platform, which makes it really, really interesting and a lot different from most video game platforms that are around today. Real quick, if you haven't already, smash the like button and let's dive into Instacart. Instacart has actually also been mentioned in a previous videos of the top 5 IPOs to watch, but I wanted to expand that list a little bit and include them in this video as well because they're a very, very lucrative company in my opinion in the long run. As with the pandemic, obviously, the growth of users has increased and skyrocketed in the last 6 to 12 months. And this food delivery platform is valued at over 30 billion US dollars. And a lot of analysts are expecting this company to grow to over 1 million users just in 2021. And the good thing about Instacart is that most of these users are high ticket item purchasers. So what this means is a lot of their users are buying groceries that are worth of hundreds of dollars and they're able to put a fee on top of that. They also have a subscription model that they're able to sell to their customers. And on top of that, most of their customers are repeat customers. So they continuously buy their product, meaning they buy groceries online from Instacart over and over and over. And even I personally used Instacart over 5 or 6 times in 2020 alone. So being a customer of Instacart, I really like the company and their business model. And so far I see no limits to their potential. Obviously there are gonna be competitors that are gonna come in and steal some of their market share, but so far everything's been looking great, especially when it comes to the pandemic, speeding up their growth numbers and allowing them to now IPO onto the public markets. We'll have to see how consistent they stay with their revenue and their growth and their sales, but only time will tell. So hopefully you guys stay subscribed to the channel and we'll have to revisit this once it finally launches onto the public market. So let's go on to the next company, which is Bumble. And this company is similar to Match, to Tinder. You've probably heard of these dating platforms all across the board, but Bumble is unique because it happens to be one of the more popular platforms for dating online. The current estimated valuation that analysts think this company will IPO at is about $8 billion with an annual revenue of about 400 million in 2019. We'll have to see what the 2020 numbers look like. That will probably come out in the next few months or so, which I believe will be a lot higher than 2019 because with the pandemic, everyone's been staying indoors and are more likely chatting online, and Bumble is one of those platforms that it's really easy to sign up and be able to interact with people not in person, right? That's the whole pandemic thing. You have to stay indoors. So Bumble is a great platform for meeting new people while you're stuck watching Netflix at home. This company year over year from 2018 to 2019 had a 2x in revenue growth. So I wouldn't be surprised if they were able to do that one more time in 2020 or more because of the current situation with the pandemic going on. This app also has over 100 million users in over 150 different countries, which is really impressive to see, and are probably looking for their loved one. Obviously, once they do find someone that they're attracted to and they're willing to date, maybe even spend the rest of their lives with, at that point, they'll probably quit the subscription. So Bumble has that cost of continuously advertising, so their revenue numbers might look good. We'll have to see what the net income looks like once those numbers do come out, especially for 2020, because it'd be really interesting to see what the pandemic did for Bumble, whether it was good or bad. Either way, I'm curious to find out, and I'm really excited about this one. Last one that you might have not heard of or maybe not expecting is Nextdoor. And this company is a hyper-local social media app, which is much different than most social media apps like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, any of these platforms. Nextdoor is more of a different spin on social media. And projected at IPO, they will be worth about $5 billion, but their revenue is looking absolutely incredible with a 3x year-over-year revenue increase. Its current only real rival, in my opinion, is Facebook, which is building out their neighborhood feature on its already established platform. But again, only time will tell whether or not Facebook will be able to keep up with Nextdoor, or if Nextdoor is able to keep up with Facebook. In conclusion, these are the top most exciting IPOs of 2021. I'm keeping my eye fully locked in on these 8 companies. And sure, there are other companies to watch, especially in the SPAC sector. And last thing, if you want me to do a full in-depth analysis on any of these IPOs, maybe a week or two before they actually announce their IPO, or even after they announce their IPO, regardless, let me know down in the comments section below, and I'd love to do a video on it if you guys want to see it. And without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace out. Feel free to check out the links down in the description below where you can get a free stock from Robinhood, $20 free from Stash, 2 or more stocks free from Webull, or $10 free from M1 Finance.